Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here at Frazee High School with Nick Cornier, Athletic Director. And Nick, you know, school has started, summer is gone, fall's here. Yeah. What's happening at FHS?
You know, we have a lot of, everything's happening at the moment, and which is a nice piece compared to what we, experienced last year. That's it, when we had basically our first home volleyball match, and I point over there just because of our student section and fans, that when we left here, it was remarkable the amount of, I would say, compliments or what cheers. People were just excited to hear people in the gym cheering on and being excited for events going on. So it was a nice piece to have back, and all of our activities, that can be up and running this fall, in particular cross country or volleyball and football. Everyone's happy to have that going on, just like we had.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was quite a hiatus from everything, and people really wanted to get out and do things again, and it was very hard on last year's senior class. They didn't get to do a lot of things that they normally would do, and just because of the COVID situation. Yeah. But to see them out and in the fresh air, yep, and back at it is sure great. It is, and the kids they're having a blast with that, and knowing that they don't have to have that on their mind. And I mean, yes, it's still here, but we have found alternative ways to cope and deal with it, and hoping that still works out for the best. So, but moving forward as our fall progresses, I'm in the process right now of working with couple individuals on how we're structuring our building, hoping to get a robotics advisor back in action here. So we have that program up and running, as that was always a great piece for our school. Coming up here soon too, people take note if they want to see an event and they want to be outside and not necessarily an indoor person yet with COVID. September 30th, next week, Thursday, we have a home cross country meet. Mm-hmm. And that's down behind our elementary at the school grounds, practice football grounds. They're welcome to come out and watch our cross-country runners compete. So just throwing that out there, it's a great time to get outside and cheer on our kids. New piece here now with everything up and running this fall. We've had, we're kind of in the middle of the lease levy project that our school board passed here last spring. Mm-hmm. And we're working with a lot of our coaches and some staff, in the means of we're putting together that track complex and our football complex and our JV baseball field, our parking lots. Those are all pieces that are going to be a big change here for the district and the community. And we've got board members, we got coaches, and we got all sorts of people trying to tie into how can we enhance our facility to make it great for our students and staff, but in all for the community too. So mm-hmm. We got a lot of people working on that, and we're kind of coming to those final stages here of this September of anything major that we got to change. We got to have that on the books, and then the team that leads it with ICS, which leads kind of the process for us with our input. By this December, they're hoping to have that complete, where that's going to go up for bids, and we get those companies on hand, ready to go, that are going to be breaking ground for us. And then come next spring, April and May, there's going to be changes happening around here. The ground will be broke. There will be dirt moved. There will be parking lots being changed. So expect to see some changes here come this summer and into next fall. Well, that's going to be great, yeah. And we need it. We really do. Yeah. So we're going to take a break here, and we'll be right back with Nick Cornier, and we're going to talk about the Frazee Hall of Fame. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here with Nick Cornier, Athletic Director. And Nick, you started here a few years ago, the Frazee High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Yeah. And you've been working on that again now too. So what's new there, sir?
What's new? You know, I'm gonna back up. So about 2013, actually 2012, Dave Troutman kind of initiated the process and built a committee, bylaws, policies to initiating the FHS Athletic Hall of Fame. And since then, each year it's progressed where we've had inductees going in. We recognize them on the radio, our local paper and so on, so people can see that. And we have a ceremony for them. And each year, we adjust some pieces, and we try to make it as simple, but as best as we can, and so that these people can be recognized. And yes, we're in what year we're at our class 8 or the 9th class now of Hall of Famers. Last year's group 2020 were recognized, but we didn't have a ceremony. And so this year they're going to be tied in with the class of 2021. So we're going to have 10 inductees going in this weekend, this Saturday, September 25th. It's down at the Frazee Event Center. We have slated here, we have a social time at 5 o'clock for people attending. With about 5:45 we would start with a meal, with the hope of that we would start with the ceremony close to 6:30 for all of these members. If people are welcome to attend, obviously the inductees and their families and friends are there, but we do plan on extras. And what we ask, and again, we keep it simple, is for the meal, it's $5 a plate. I mean, we try to make that as reasonable as possible. It's $5 a plate if you choose to attend and listen to some great stories. We got Woody Blazing's there. There's going to be some great stories. And you got Jack Dretch, Larry Mullins. Who knows what's going to be.
Holy cow!
Yeah, exactly. But and that was, and I was going to take a moment here. I was going to recognize if you don't make it. These are the individuals. We got a class of 2020, and again, it's one of those things I had to bring this. And you try to remember names, you remember all but one, right? And that's how that always goes. But we got Jack Dretch. This is 2020 now. Jack Dretch, Kenny Ketter, Larry Mullins, Patty Neiman-Berg, and Tim Cornier. Okay, that's last year's class who will be recognized this year. Now, this year's class, we have the boys basketball team of 1956 and 57. And
Kenny, remember, they were quite a powerhouse.
They were. They kind of set the tone for basketball at Frazee at that time as far as record, who they were competing against, stats. They did a remarkable job. That was interesting listening to what they achieved. And then, too, Kenny Ketter, remember, he shared some good stories that I thought was interesting on things that they were doing that maybe they shouldn't have been, but it was that for their benefit. They found a way to sneak into the school. That's what he was telling me. They found a way to sneak into the school and play some extra basketball when people didn't know it. But I was like,
that was the old cafeteria, was the gym.
At that time, I think you're right. You're right. So, no, it was a good story. He might be able to share that. He was planning to when he was there. Then we have longtime coach, activities director and teacher, Frank Hesby. 1992 graduate, Mike Thompson. He's going to be going in. Then we have Wade Christensen, who's be going in. I want to believe he was our first state champ in wrestling. If not, it was him or Mark Aho. So either way, both had a remarkable career. And then our fifth one is Jenny Buckholz. So those 10 are going to be recognized this coming Saturday, September 25th, at the Frazee Event Center for their accomplishments here. And too, many of them, it's amazing. They have these accomplishments here, but what I find even more remarkable is sometimes what they achieve after they leave here. And I think that a lot of times is detrimental. It's hand in hand to who they are. Yep, they work. They have a commitment to work, and they're dedicated to it, and it shows. It shows here, and it shows after they move on in life, in college, and in their job and occupation.
Yeah, they continue to be a benefit to the community and the schools.
Correct. Yep. Nope. So that's what I found to be an awe a lot, is what they accomplish after they leave Frazee, and whether it's here in our community or other communities that they are involved in, where they're at, what they're giving back to them, and how they've impacted them.
Well, I really appreciate you being on the program, Nick, and we look forward to visiting with you and seeing what's happening at the school here, because I'm alumni from here too, and it's always interesting. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. All right, take care.
And with that, remember, Pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. The next person you wave at could be your next best friend. And we'll see you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.